take a deep breath in. And as you breathe in a feeling of calm and relaxation. And as you exhale, just allow feelings of worry or tension to leave your body. As you continue to breathe in and breathe out, if it's safe to do so, allow your eyelids to close. And as they close, I want you to get a sense that you're letting go of feelings of worry, tension, and stress. That's right. And I want you to use the power of your imagination to imagine you have your own private cinema. I want you to imagine that there is a huge screen and the most comfortable chairs, and just imagine you've got surround sound and the highest definition, this luxury private cinema just for you. Imagine choosing the very best seat with the very best view. And this, from this point onwards, will be your cinema of confidence. As people age, their body changes. Things that were possible at one age may not be possible later. At whatever age you are, there will be a time that things that you take for granted now won't be possible for you. The collagen in your skin that you may have now that makes you look youthful and young, at some point won't be there at the same levels, and you might have wrinkles and loose skin. If you have strong muscles and high definition physique and well-toned, there will come a point where the hormones in your body change and you don't have that same physique or body shape anymore. If you have a full head of hair, at some point that hair will thin or fall out. And I want you to appreciate that as time moves on, there's a trap. There's a trap that is set to make people feel bad about who they are. To give the illusion that aging is not something to be enjoyed and embraced, but to be ashamed of, to be embarrassed of, to fight in some way. And in many societies, there is no shortage of people that will exploit that insecurity, that vulnerability. The changing tides of identity, status and youth will be used to try and exploit financially those fears, those insecurities, those beliefs. But here in this cinema, you will be able to tap into feelings of confidence in all different situations. And the first thing I want you to imagine seeing on this screen, perhaps, is someone that society would consider short and yet exudes confidence. And maybe you're making a picture in your mind on this large cinema screen of Tom Cruise in one of his action movies. Not the tallest guy, but most would accept that he exudes confidence. And I want you to imagine perhaps him or another actor that is deemed to be of a smaller size and And I want you to get a sense that you're playing a scene of one of their movies where they are at their most confident. I want you to do that. And then just freeze the scene where they have a facial expression of supreme levels of confidence. I want you to imagine jumping into that screen, climbing into that movie character, and noticing how it's possible to feel incredible amounts of confidence, even though this character is shorter. Notice where you feel that confidence. Expand that confidence. Allow that confidence to resonate to every cell in your body. And then imagine jumping out, being back in that seat. And then I want you to imagine a different character from a movie. This time the character is overweight. A character that comes to mind to me of someone that maybe is overweight but exudes confidence, self-belief, inner conviction would be one of the characters played by Jack Black. Not athletic by most standards and yet exudes confidence. But you decide a character that you can connect with, and imagine seeing that character there on screen. See them at their most confident, perhaps an iconic scene from a movie where they exude high levels of confidence and high levels of self-esteem. And when they are at their most confident, imagine switching from the seat into their body, feeling how good it feels to feel that level of confidence in every cell of your body. That's right. Feel how good it feels to accept that you don't have an ideal body shape, but you can feel confident anyway. Confidence is a state of mind, a resourceful state, and you're tapping into that resourceful state now. Feel where it is, amplify it, have it resonate, ripple to every cell in your body, feeling how good it feels to accept who you are and feel that confidence. That's right. Switch back into your chair. And now I want you to imagine a different character, a different actor perhaps. Perhaps someone that is perceived to be, let's say, not attractive by many standards and yet exudes confidence. I want you to get a sense of who that character is, who the actor is, that by most standards are deemed to be not very attractive and yet has other qualities, perhaps charisma, high levels of confidence, are proud, self-assured. Doesn't matter who comes to mind because it's who it is for you. Someone that isn't deemed to be physically attractive and yet has the qualities that you admire. And when you see them at the point of their peak levels of confidence, switch into their body. Feel how it feels to accept the genetics, the body shape, the face, the features, and still know that you can be supremely confident. Amplify it. Feel the sensation, notice your body language, notice how you're breathing, and tap into that incredible feeling of confidence and self-esteem now. That's it. Switch back into the chair. Now look up on screen. And this time, I want you to imagine there is a character that is perceived to be old. Maybe in their 70s, 80s, even 90s. For me, I would look up at that screen and maybe see someone like Sean Connery. Maybe Pierce Brosnan. One of those people that doesn't have to be a Bond character, but someone that you can connect with the idea that they are not youthful, and yet they exude confidence. See them on that screen. See them at the point where you accept that they are older and yet exude confidence. Switch into their body and feel that feeling now, that you can accept that it is possible to be older and yet have huge amounts of confidence, to feel that confidence, to feel how good it feels to tap into that confidence. And then switch back into that chair. And now we're going to see one final actor or character. And this time they are a character with no hair. Maybe you're seeing an action hero like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Jason Statham, maybe Vin Diesel. But get a sense that there is a version of them supremely confident. Maybe in a role, or maybe being interviewed on a late night TV show. But I want you to get a sense that you're watching them supremely confident. The fact that they have no hair does not diminish their confidence, it adds to it. There is no attempt of a comb over, of a wig. It is about them owning and accepting what is considered to be masculine, confident, and strong. And I want you to tap into that. Imagine switching bodies, so now you're in their body, feeling how it feels to know that you have no hair and yet you can be supremely confident. Feel it, access it, and unlock all of these feelings of confidence. Whether you're short, overweight, ugly, old, or bold, it doesn't matter. These confident feelings are now unlocked within you. As you now return from the cinema into wherever you are right now listening to my voice, take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Just wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, get a sense that you are in your own body now as I count from 1 to 10 to awaken you. Starting to count. 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, 6, more alert. 7, 8, open your eyes, open your eyes. 9, 10, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake.